Hey everyone, welcome to Formula 1 Fridays with Tico Zotter, and today we are finishing off with part 3 and the last part of our time here in Italy with the actual Grand Prix. So we've successfully done both practice sessions, qualifying, which we got the fastest lap, sprint race, which we won, which was incredible. I can't get over that. It's been the most successful round yet, but this is gonna be challenging. So without further delay, let's get in there.
Welcome once again to the Autodromo Internazionale Enzo and Dino Ferrari. The clue is in the name. This is very much Ferrari home turf, and the locals will be out in force today to support their team in what we hope will be a magnificent spectacle of motorsport. On then to the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. A lap of Imola, anti-clockwise of course, unlike most Formula 1 circuits, will take our drivers round 3.1 miles of track. 19 turns, 9 right-handers and 10 left. Drivers will need to be precise at the hairpin turn 7, given the subsequent uphill section. Without a good exit from that corner, they'll lose a lot of time on that stretch. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Goose lines up on pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Russell, Perez, Carlos Sainz, and Verstappen. Norris, Leclerc. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Ocon and Valtteri Bottas. Ricciardo, Fernando Alonso, Mick Schumacher and Gasly. Magnussen, Vettel, Alex Albon and Yuki Tsunoda. Zhou, Stroll, Latifi and Daniel Ticktum. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box. Ant, it's fantastic to have you here with us today, but I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
Well, I imagine they'll be starting to feel the adrenaline as they anticipate the rundown into turn 1, a bit like preparing to go into battle. The unknown situation will bring nerves, but that's a good thing. It will keep them focused on the moment and on their surroundings as we build towards the start of the Grand Prix.
We'll go for this one, I think. But no. Let's perform to the best of our ability, because there's a lot of pressure on us to get this race done. We can do it. We have to. Let's show them what we have, what we got. And hopefully we won't have any internal combustion problems like we did in the sprint race. But no. Let's go, shall we? Okay, everyone. Well, got the formation lap to do first before actually doing the race. Well, at the moment Mark's saying that there's no technical issues. But, yeah. So our strategy is, we're on the soft tyres. Bloody hell, Tika, didn't even hit the post then. The goose is wild, everybody. There's a wild geese on the track. Seize it. Anyway, brakes are warming up nicely. The tyres are coming on nicely as well. So we're on the soft tyres until between laps 5 and 8, where we will pit, and then we'll go on to the mediums until the end of the race. Now, obviously, you have to understand that this car, actually it does look like it's going to rain, but now despite what I said in the sprint race, this car, again, as you've seen from the stats, there's 0 chassis. The upgrades for the chassis are coming. We'll probably get them before Miami, in the Miami session in the United States, but until then, we have no chassis upgrades. We've got a few aerodynamic, but again, the car it's not good, but it's the driver that just makes it perform to the best of its ability. So we're just lining up here. Perfect, P1.
Okay, incredible parking there, nice one. That's going to give you the edge if you can get a good launch as the race starts. Keep an eye on the lights, the start sequence will begin as soon as the grid is formed. Be ready with the clutch.
I've got to say, I was nervous when doing this race, but that's the thing. Keeps you focused. And yeah, right. Here we go. 5 red lights. Italian Grand Prix underway in now. And we're off. And we're off. And oh, we got Russell. No, hang on. Hamilton's trying to get in. Oh, for fuck's sake, Mark, not again. Hang on. Oh, Hamilton. Hamilton taking the lead. The Goose making some contact there. And by God, the Goose is not happy. He wants his position back. He will fight for it. Hamilton's in shit. Oh my God, what happened? Oh, hang on. There's a cautionary flag. Caution. What's happened? Holy...
on Hamilton for you. They're retiring from the race.
Jesus! The Goose has retired Hamilton from the race. The Goose has drawn first. He has drawn first blood. Hamilton is out of the race. He has retired. Jesus, lap 1 already. First lap, and Hamilton's out of the race. Good Lord. And Russell wants revenge. He wants to avenge Hamilton. But little does he know that I want revenge for Australia. I will get revenge for Australia, Russell. So I'll talk you through the top 5. So we're in P1 for now. We're in P1 with the flocking Goose with Tico Goose in P1, followed by George Russell from Mercedes, followed by Red Bull's Sergio Perez in P3, followed by Lando Norris from McLaren, followed by Max Verstappen in P5 from Red Bull. Sorry. And yes, first lap done. We have drawn blood. The Goose has struck. The Goose strikes at Hamilton. Holy shit! How? We only made some contact, and that's enough to get the McLaren off. Oh my! I can't get over. That's just mental. How did we do that? Anyway, we are now over a second in front of Russell. George Russell. Now he does have the advantage in some ways because he's on the mediums. And the soft tyres don't really last. They only last about 5 laps anyway. So for now we're okay, and we're not having any. We do not have any problems with the internal combustion engine or the gearbox. Gearbox is working fine for now, but we haven't lost any power. We've not had any power issues yet. We've only done 1 lap, remember? So we're on lap 2. Oh, hang on. Perez is P3. Verstappen has taken over Norris. So Verstappen is in P4 now. Norris is in P5. That's Lando Norris from McLaren. But no. God.
Okay, DRS is now available.
DRS is enabled, and we got the fastest lap. We're now 2 seconds in front of Russell. And the soft tyres are holding up for now, and so is the engine. Honestly, where the hell was this Goose? Where was this Goose in Bahrain? Where was this Goose in Saudi Arabia? Where the hell was he in Australia? This is a dangerous sign. This is a dangerous version of the Goose. We've never seen this before. Jesus. I mean, this Goose already in the first two laps has retired Hamilton and is holding position 1, even though that there's a possibility that the engine's going to fail. But we will carry on. We shall fight. We will not go quietly into the night. The Goose shall flock and flock those wings until the day is done. The deed is done. We shall go on to the end. whatever the cost. As I have told many people over the years who I've raced against, there is one rule in a race to win.
We're approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums. There's a new strategy available on the MFD.
Okay, so not this lap, the next lap, laps 5 to 8 is our pit window. So yeah, from lap 5 we could go into the pits, but I don't think the Goose wants to go into the pit lane yet. Even though the tyres are failing him right now, they're starting to show some wear. But that could be also because of the fact that the Goose is a complete lunatic and just drives like an aggressive animal. This is a mad goose we're looking at here.
Okay, be aware, the grip levels are going to start falling away soon.
Yeah, we experienced that on turn 5. I think it turn 5? That chicane? No, the second chicane before yeah, no, it's turn 5 and 6. Yeah, that's the one. Before that turn 7 up the hill. Is it turn 7? I forget now, sorry. Correct me if I'm wrong. But no. It looks like no, Russell's catching up. Russell wants revenge. He wants to avenge Lewis Hamilton, who the Goose retired in lap 1, corner 6. Jesus.
We're going to box this lap, push hard on the in lap.
Right. So this is our window now. So we can either pit now after the end of lap 5, or we can wait till lap 8. It's entirely up to the Goose's decision. Right, here's the Goose because I'm driving. Of course, it's the Goose decision, Tinker. What are you saying, man? I don't know what I'm saying. Damn it! Can you leave me alone? Anyway. So an update on the top 5 position. There's literally no change at all. Russell from Mercedes is still in P2, followed by Sergio Perez from Red Bull in P3, followed by Max Verstappen from Red Bull in P4, followed by Lando Norris from McLaren in P5, and we are over 2 seconds in front and still in position 1. What the hell? What's going on here? We've never seen this side of the Goose before, and it's scary.
Okay,
I mean,
so the gap to the car behind is 2.2 seconds.
I mean, look how he mastered that. That chicane has been challenging, but for some reason the Goose has mastered it. For some reason, I don't know. Anyway, no problems with the powertrain, the engine, sorry, and no problem with the gearbox. The tyres, yeah, they may be a bit. They're starting to wear out a bit. We are on lap 6 now. Lap 6, everybody. And you can just see on the bottom left the green dot, the light green dot. That's George Russell. He is making ground. He is under 2 seconds behind us. And that was, I think that was the best. Yeah, that was the best. We actually did that corner the best. Actually, that was the. No, hang on. Let me reword this. That was the best take at turns 5 and 6 we've done. Normally we're flat out and we go onto we go off the track. But no, the Goose is ruthless, aggressive, but focused. It's controlled. It was only when Hamilton just. Yeah, Hamilton paid the price. Oh no, Russell, hang on, he's under a second now, and what's the Goose going to do here? Will he pit or will he continue on to lap 7? He's pitting. The Goose is going to pit, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we need to perfect the pit stop here. It's crucial. We've gone down to P6, position 6. Perfect. Into the pits, mediums on. Look at that, perfect. I'm delighted with that too, Mark. That makes both of us. Let's see who else. Verstappen has also pitted, and we are. Oh.
See these tyres through to the end now.
Sorry, Mark. I keep interrupting you. Anyway, We've come out in position 12, so I can talk you through the standings. So in position 10 we have Yuki Tsunoda. Yuki Tsunoda, I think he's from Haas. He's a Haas driver or Alfa Romeo, I don't know. I do apologise. Nicholas Latifi in P11, followed by us in P12. The Flocking Geese is Goose, the Mad Goose, followed by Max Verstappen from Red Bull in P13, followed by Ferrari's Charles Leclerc in P14. What? What's he doing in P14? Goose Lord, get a grip on yourself, Leclerc. Fuck you hell. What the fuck is he doing back there? I thought Ferraris were meant to be in P10, damn it. This is their home Grand Prix, for fuck's sake. Come on, Leclerc. Anyway, enough ranting. So, the Goose has priority 1 on his mind, which... How did we not get FIA then? I don't know. The priority is reclaim first place. How we're going to do that, I don't know. We have 9 laps to go. 9 laps. Oh.
Daniel's coming in for his stop now.
Okay, our teammate Daniel Ticktum from the Flocking Geese is now in the pit lane. He's gone for the pits. Oh, hang on. We've gained ground. We're in position 4. So, update on our standing. So, Carlos Sainz from Ferrari is in P2, followed by Yuki Tsunoda in P3, followed by the Goose from the Flocking Geese in P4. That's us. Followed by Sergio Perez from Red Bull in P5. Followed by... Oh, my life! We nearly went off the track then.
Car behind on the medium tyre now.
We nearly lost it then on corner 5. And in position 6 is Max Verstappen from Red Bull. Go on, Perez! Stick it to Verstappen! Stick it! Stick it to him! That's what he deserves! Tsunoda? Fair play to Tsunoda, he's making solid ground. Position 3. Get in there. So we're on lap 8.
Okay, gap to the car ahead is 6.7 seconds.
Yeah, they have made ground in front of us, Tsunoda, but the weather looks fine. Tyres still relatively new. We did nearly go off at corner 5, but that's because the medium tyres still need to warm up properly. There's no problems with the internal combustion engine for now, and we're literally halfway through the race. Lap 9, everybody.
We're starting to catch the car in front, but we need to look after the tyres. We won't be making another pit stop.
Ah, shut up, Mark. What is it? It's like an overreactive parent, isn't he, Mark? Bless him. It's like, keep the tyres happy, please. Mate, this is a race. It's a war. There is one rule. Win. Whatever the cost. We are catching up with Tsunoda. Yuki Tsunoda. Perez. What the hell was I doing then on the grass? Perez and Verstappen are making up some ground as well. They're trying to catch up. Keep up. But unfortunately they're just fighting each other. As they do. As they do. Oh, hang on, we're a bit wild there. But no, the Goose is focused. This Goose is drawn to the smell of Russell in P1. I know it's George Russell in P1. It's got to be George Russell. If not, then I don't know who the fuck's in P1. It's probably George Russell. Oh, hang on. The medium tyres are still needing warming up. Oh, we went a bit too fast there on that corner there. That's going to cost us. But we are now 3 seconds behind Tsunoda. So we're making up ground. And this is lap 10. Perez and Verstappen are also making up ground. They are just under a second behind us as we make turn 2 and 3. Turn 4, looking good. No problems with the engine here. Gearbox is fine as well. The tyres are starting to become more easier to control. The grip is getting better. We have 6 laps to go. 6 laps, come on. Okay, we can just see Tsunoda in the foreground here as he makes the turn up the hill towards the chicane. Yeah, I think I'm with Mark here. It does look like it's going to rain any time now. But he said that ages ago, though. Make your mind up, Mark. Hang on, it looks like Carlos Sainz has gone to the pit lanes, and we're stuck behind Tsunoda here. What's Tsunoda going to do? Oh no, he's AlphaTauri, sorry. He's gone to the pit lane.
And gap to the car in front is 13.1 seconds.
The Goose is now in second place. We're back. We're in P2, and this is lap 11. We have 5 laps to get to George Russell and beat him and claim revenge for Australia. In his mind right now, he is thinking, I'm over 20. Oh, what the hell was I doing then? He is thinking, right, I'm over 20 seconds in front. I've got this. I can avenge Hamilton. But what, unfortunately, what he doesn't know is that the person in P2 is not your average Formula 1 driver. He's a lunatic. Anyway, so yeah, he's made considerable ground. He's 24 seconds in front. How the hell did he get in 24 seconds in front of us? So behind us, it's Perez, Sergio Perez from Red Bull, Verstappen from.
Russell is in the pits.
Shit! Go! Run! Get in there! Go! Come on, Goose! Flock! Flock those wings! Go for him! Go get him, boy! Go get him! Flat out here! Flat out! Flat out! And we've taken the lead! We've taken the lead! We're back in the lead! Jesus! The Goose is back in the lead! And Russell has lost his position. He is position 4. So update on the standings. We are back in P1. Flocking Geese has been position 1, followed by Sergio Perez from Red Bull in P2, followed by Max Verstappen from Red Bull in P3, followed by George Russell from Mercedes in P4, followed by Charles Leclerc, who has made up considerable ground from position 14 the last time we saw him, and he's from Ferrari. He's in P5. So he took my advice then. Excellent. Nicely done, Leclerc. Good on you. Good on you. Right. The Goose has a measurable task ahead of him to keep position 1 through the chicane.
And that's just 5 laps of fuel remaining.
5 laps of fuel remaining, even though we only need it for another 4. Now, so far, this has been the most successful. Because Bahrain, we nearly crashed. We actually nearly retired from the race. But we finished.
Charges on its last legs. Let's try to keep mileage on it to a minimum.
Oh. Okay. Oh bloody hell! The Goose has done one. He broke. I think we broke a bit too late there. Yeah, we applied the brakes a bit too late there, and this is going to cost us a bit because Perez and Verstappen are on our tail, around a second behind us. But still, the Goose is making up. He's making up for his mistake. He's just literally just flocked off into the distance. No, we finished P11 in Bahrain, and then Saudi Arabia. Well, we weren't really paying attention, so we crashed. And then Australia, obviously Verstappen and George Russell, as you can see, in position 3 and position 4, they robbed us. Verstappen pressured us off the track, pressured the car couldn't take it, and then Russell, fuck you know, he reckon run us off the track. He tried to do that American police manoeuvre where they pit you. But the Goose countered it, didn't hit the wall, and we did pit twice because the car damaged, but we finished the race in last. And now, all of a sudden, we are in position 1 in Italy in lap 14. What the fuck? How? How is this possible? We've set the fastest lap. and we are now almost 2 seconds in front of Sergio Perez from Red Bull. Hang on, no. Yeah, the tyres are starting to wear out, I think, now. Medium tyres. They're starting to wear now. Lap 14. I thought Mark said we had problems with the internal combustion engine. And yet, we've had no loss of power since. No loss of power, no problems so far with the engine, but let's not get ahead of ourselves because we have 2 more laps left. Anything can happen. That's the only you have to remember in a race. Anything can happen. One massive fuck up and that's it. You're out. That's what cost me.
We've got enough fuel for 3 more laps.
Right. Well, though, that's good because that means we'll be able to get into the pit lane once we finish the race. Hopefully in first place, but we don't know, do we? Okay, 15 out of 16. Update on standings. So Perez still in P2 from Red Bull, followed by Verstappen in P3. Hang on, no, a correction there. Verstappen is Perez has reclaimed position 2. There was a bit of a battle there between Verstappen and Perez, the 2 teammates battling it out like siblings. Fucking hell. Perez from Red Bull still in P2, followed by Verstappen in P3, followed by Russell from Mercedes in P4, followed by Ferrari, Charles Leclerc in P5, still in P5. Excellent. Wonder what's happened to Carlos Sainz. I just saw him on the minimap. I think he's P6 or P7. But, no. Literally, I've never had an adrenaline rush in my life.
Expect to see some rain
Well, I
about
have.
10 to 15 minutes from now.
But not when playing a race. I think the last time I did it was when playing Mario Kart Wii on Mirror. But that's it. So 10 to 15 minutes ago, Mark said that there was rain. 10 minutes later, there is no rain. Make your mind up, Mark. Is it going to rain or not? Okay, so last corner of P15. No, this is the last corner, sorry. And we're in the final lap. This is it.
Final lap of the race.
This is flocking it. The Goose cannot make a mistake now. Cannot make a mistake. The Goose has to he's got this. He must not make a mistake. If it is, it's over. How the hell? How? I mean, I honestly do not get it. We pitted. We must have pitted at the right. It must have been all that. It must have been that pit. We did that perfectly. Also, the fact that George Russell may have got ahead of himself by changing his tyres at the last minute, allowing us to overtake. So I think it was down to good timing. Oh, that might cost the underbelly a bit. We might have suffered some under damage there, but I don't think we have. We're still going strong. There's no effect on the power from the engine. Oh, but holy hell! I cannot believe I'm saying this, but this is the second last corner. Fucking hell! We passed the pit lane stop, and the checkered flag. The Goose! We've won our first Grand Prix. Get in there! Second win in a row, and we won our first Grand Prix. We came last in Australia, fuck off Verstappen, and we crashed in Saudi Arabia, and now we are victorious!
Take the checkered flag then here in Imola, in what has been another outstanding Grand Prix. What do you think it was, Ant, that gave them the edge over the competition today?
I really feel the track layout combined with the track temperatures we saw today suited their car. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature, and the driver did a great job managing that as well. They just look so comfortable out there. It's like anything, it always looks so easy when it all just clicks.
The faces on our top 3 look so incredibly happy as they make their way up to the podium. A much-deserved victory and a brilliant performance from them all.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
So let's review the updated drivers' standings. Max Verstappen should be pleased with his performance, making gains at the top of the table. Some amazing talent out there on track today, but Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
Often my go-to would be a driver who's managed to pull off an especially impressive feat during the race. However, in this instance, I was more impressed by Max Verstappen's solid, clean driving throughout the event.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Red Bull pull further ahead in the standings. Meanwhile, good work from the owner-drivers team this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who's joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
So not only did we win, but we got the most points. Jesus. We won not only the sprint race, but the Grand Prix. Oh my God, how things can change so quickly. From P11, position 11 finishing from Bahrain. From crashing at Saudi Arabia and getting a DNF. From losing, from going to last place in Australia. In Australia. And now, yeah. So, we came first, obviously, followed by Sergio Perez. Perez in P2, followed by Verstappen, P3, Russell in P4, Leclerc P5, Norris P6, Sainz P7, Ocon P8, Ricciardo P9, and Fernando Alonso P10. Those are your top 10. And Tictum came 20th, so at least he didn't come last, but yeah, Dan Tictum for you. And Lewis Hamilton paid the price, and it did not finish. I don't know what happened. All we did was maybe we made contact in both corners 5 and 6 in the first lap, and it was enough to retire him. But the goose has drawn first blood. We're not even like halfway through the season, and the goose has drawn blood. But this is a monumental achievement for the flocking geese. We have flocked our wings in superior, glorious, dominating fashion here in Italy. And we also set the fastest lap time. How the fuck did Verstappen get the driver of the day? I don't know. But, it's been mental. Mental. But, if you want more craziness and chaos, then make sure to like, comment, subscribe to Tico Zotter. Make sure to check out my other YouTube channel, Tico Sprinter, for train-related content. And the next round is in Miami, Florida, in the USA. So until then, thanks for watching. Take care, everyone, and I will leave you with the highlights of the Italian Grand Prix. Bye for now.